Coming up, reporter Carla Buela shows us how skate parks are a safe place for children and teens to have fun this spring.
Now that we have somewhere actually to skateboard, it's really good.
And Megan Spotswood spends some time with a young girl with a rare disease called Angelman syndrome that affects her physical and intellectual abilities. Plus, Harlem Globetrotter Orlando Melendez comes to Kitchener.
Great programs and lectures to the kids in school about bullying.
I'm Lindsay Griesbach.
And I'm Sarah McKeever. Welcome to SpokeTV, your source for local weekly news produced by second-year journalism broadcast students from Conestoga College. To celebrate their 90th year, the Harlem Globetrotters are touring the region, teaching school children valuable life lessons and, of course, showing off their skills. SpokeTV's Shruti Rajagopalan found out more about the basketball legends.
We all know basketball spinning, juggling, and no one does it better than the Harlem Globetrotters. But they're using their tricks to teach. At the Bridgeport Public School, Harlem Globetrotters ambassador El Gato spoke to 400 students about their ABCs of bullying prevention program. A stands for action, B for bravery, and C for compassion. Orlando Melendez, commonly known as El Gato, was the first Puerto Rican basketball player to ever play for the Globetrotters. He taught me some skills and said entertaining people in the court or outside is the best part of the team.
One of the main things we love about being Globetrotters is bring smiles and good positive vibes and energy to people, not just in the basketball court, but outside the basketball court. You know, like visiting hospitals, bringing a great programs and lectures to the kids in school about bullying.
Principal of Bridgeport Public School was excited about having the Globetrotters in the campus and also said that teaching kids by entertaining them is way easier, especially with topics such as bullying.
Elgato came in today with a lot of energy and a lot of fun and a lot of humor and worked that into his presentation in such a safe way, and rounding up students and volunteers from the audience to come up and participate and engage them, and not only to continue to promote the message, but then to give those students a voice in sharing how they would work through a potential bullying situation.
In light of their 90th anniversary, the Harlem Globetrotters are traveling all around North America to promote their ABC's bullying prevention program. Globetrotters also spent some time with the mayor, Barry Webonovic, at the Kitchener City Hall. Players with the Kitchener Waterloo Youth Basketball Association also got a chance to shoot hoops with El Gato. The auditorium, along with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, have been allied with the Globetrotters and their visit to the city for the past few years. Gina Sweet Ellis, area coordinator of the Kitchener Heart and Stroke Foundation, said anti-bullying and heart diseases are linked.
Bullying can be very, very stressful in kids, which can affect their schoolwork, can affect their social life, their friends, their families. And we all know that stress is a huge factor with heart disease.
The Globetrotters were also present at the Kitchener Auditorium on March 31st. For SpokeTV, I am Shruti Rajagopalan.
Endometriosis is a little-known but fairly common reproductive disease in women. SpokeTV's Matt Bentley shed some light on the disease that affects nearly 10% of women.
With March being Endometriosis Awareness Month, many online events were taking place in support of the illness. Although it can still be a challenge to talk about it. Endometriosis is a condition where the lining of a woman's uterus, called the endometrium, grows in other places. When this lining breaks down, it can cause heavy periods, severe cramps in the pelvic region, and even infertility. Amber Wilson, a woman with endometriosis, explains what the doctors did to figure out if she had the condition.
So basically they just did process of elimination. They asked me so many questions and did like blood work and stuff like that, and nothing was adding up. So it kind of just figured it was endometriosis.
It can take a long time to find out if a woman has the condition, with examples of it taking 5 years to diagnose. With the process taking so long to diagnose, the amount of people suffering from it without even knowing could be great, with statistics showing 1 in 10 women suffering from the illness. For women with endometriosis, the symptoms of it can be very painful.
Well, it felt like somebody was taking a hot searing rod and stabbing it through my right side of my groin, where my hip bone is, to my back.
Feels like your insides are on fire and you're being stabbed.
Katie McLeod, a member of the board of directors for the Canada-wide Committee for Endometriosis, explains why she thinks more women don't speak out about the illness.
It's associated, I think, with shame, right? So people don't feel like they can talk about having pain in that part of their body because it's just kind of a difficult thing for us to talk about in our society. So
for SpokeTV, I'm Matt Bentley.
Thanks, Matt. After over 30 years, the specialty frozen food retailer M&M's is making some major changes to the local business landscape.
In the last year, the company has undergone serious rebranding to move away from only frozen meats to a wider range of food. Changing from M&M Meat Shops to M&M Food Market, the stores have introduced more than 100 new products, a new in-store format, as well as a wider online commerce presence. M&M Meat Shops was founded in Kitchener in 1980 and has since kept their headquarters here until now. The company has made the decision to move its head office to Mississauga. The change will affect 93 employees at the Trillium Drive office, but will not affect the M&M Training Center in Kitchener or any of the retail stores. The company has said that they are in the process of moving most of the employees to the new office, which should only be a 30 to 45-minute commute from Waterloo Region. The move is expected to begin in early June and completed by November of this year.
As the landscape of downtown Kitchener continues to change and evolve, one big piece to the new puzzle will come with what goes in the place of the old Schneider's meat factory. A public consultation will take place on May 5th.
The 27-acre lot on Cortlandt Avenue between Ottawa Street and Sterling Avenue is up for sale and currently still has the old factory standing. Maple Leaf Foods still holds ownership of the lot and intends to sell to the buyer who has what they believe will be the best use of the space. Bidding for the land was closed at the end of February, and now the real estate firm handling the sale and Maple Leaf Foods are working with bidders to find the most suitable development plan. The City of Kitchener has said that it would be ideal for the land to become a walkable urban community to contribute to the soon-to-be new and improved downtown Kitchener core. The land sits in a prime location near 2 future light rail transit stops and is close to downtown without being overly urbanized. Surrounding the lot is mostly residential homes which have been standing for nearly 100 years.
While construction surrounding light rail transit continues, Kitchener's downtown core has seen some businesses move or close. SpokeTV's Amanda Hewson takes a look at how some businesses have managed to find success among the changes.
Over the past couple years, the City of Kitchener has been working on revitalizing downtown, and they haven't been doing it alone. Grants and other opportunities provided by the city have made it easier for the area's large number of entrepreneurs to develop their dreams. Kitchener is quickly becoming the place to be with tech hubs, plenty of schools, and continuously developing areas such as downtown. Although many businesses unfortunately closed their doors in the downtown area, many new places have popped up. Trella White, co-owner of Guelph Restaurant, opened her doors about a year ago. Picking downtown was a no-brainer for these trendsetters.
Down here, it's really neat. The people in Kitchener are really supportive of downtown. They're really supportive of what we're doing down here, not just us as a restaurant, but what everyone's doing in the tech community and living in downtown. Like, people want to live, shop, eat, walk, socialize downtown Kitchener.
It's not just new business owners that want to see an upswing in downtown Kitchener. KW Books has been on King Street for over 20 years, and even owner Scott Hunter is excited for the change of pace.
Like I said, this end of town has been growing fast. A lot of tech kids, a lot of tech adults, obviously, but it's been good for us.
Despite the ongoing LRT construction, more and more local bars, restaurants, and other buildings have been making an appearance downtown. It seems like construction has been going on for a while, but it's just the beginning. For SpokeTV, I'm Amanda Hewson.
As the warm weather ramps up, the opening of a new skate park is encouraging kids to get off the couch and enjoy the fresh air. SpokeTV's Carla Buela visited the park to give us a closer look at the action.
Fischer Skate Park is now officially open to the public. The skate park can be used all year round depending on the weather. However, it is not supervised. Dan Ritz, Supervisor of Design and Development of City of Kitchener, says that safety is their priority.
The first thing is safety first. When they're using a skate park, they're required to wear a helmet. We encourage them to wear the gear, so that could be elbow pads and knee pads as well. And always take turns. We don't want collisions. We want them to be safe. That's the number one thing.
In 2005, Leisure Facilities Master Plan recommended that additional skateboard facilities to be developed in Kitchener to address growing needs for opportunities in skateboarding. Local skater Shane Hillier thinks it's great that the city is building more skate parks to get kids outside and moving.
There's too many tickets going on, and all of us would get scared being here or being there, throwing our boards, leaving them, security, grabbing them, and it's just, now that we have somewhere actually to skateboard, it's really good. Take the cell phones away, throw those in the trash for the summer. This is built for the kids. Being a kid, you really need to know that there's other things out there. You need to know your talent, because without trying it, you wouldn't know where you're gonna go with it, So.
Over the years, skateboarding has been considered as a relatively safe sport compared to most sports nowadays. According to the Health Canada statistics, 0.3% of people who skateboard suffered injuries that required medical attention. These results made the sport safer than basketball, volleyball, baseball, football, soccer, golf, snowboarding, ice hockey, and even fishing. It is fun to play at a skate park, but remember, be responsible and play at your own risk. For SpokeTV, I'm Carla Buela.
A local veterinarian has set up a program to give pets a home, pairing them up with seniors who are looking for some company. SpokeTV's Kelly Golden talked with the founders of the program to find out more.
New Hope Animal Rescue has a program called Pets for Alice, where they pair up eligible citizens, mainly seniors, with an animal in need of a loving home. President of the organization, Kate Flanagan, explains how the program got started.
Well, I think maybe part of the history of the Pets for Alice, very interestingly, Alice was a client of mine, and I looked after her. She was quite an elderly woman with an elderly dog who subsequently I had to euthanize, right? And this was sort of about her travails going through various systems trying to get another pet. And at the time, a new grad, like I didn't really realize what was happening. But the other person who is responsible for the development of this program, her name is Marlene. She was actually a neighbor of Alice's, and the two of us just started talking about Alice one day, and Marlene knew how difficult it was and how many times she had been turned down, and she said she died because it broke her heart to not have an animal.
I'm here at New Hope Animal Rescue, where Pets for Alice is a program unique to the shelter. They pair up canine and feline pets with senior citizens and sometimes people with disabilities.
Head of the Pets for Alice program, Grant Drohan, shares how the main focus of the program is to provide company to seniors so they aren't so lonely. Drohan says that he has seen that the program is a success firsthand.
She wasn't quite ready at the time to have, sole ownership of an animal. Missing her dog terribly, but she thought she could handle a cat maybe at some point. Well, that came to pass, and we placed this black cat with her. She renamed him Magic, and it's just been a match made in heaven. She is just over the moon.
If for any reason the caregiver is no longer able to take care of the animal, New Hope Animal Rescue takes the animal back. For SpokeTV, I'm Kelly Golden.
Thanks, Kelly. A playground in Elmira provides much more than a fun place for children to play. Kate's Place was dedicated to 6-year-old Kate Meisner, who suffers from a rare disease. SpokeTV's Megan Spotswood talked to Kate and her mother to find out more.
In a quiet town outside of Waterloo called Elmira, a very special playground sits. The cold has kept the children away, but in the spring, this playground is full of life and excitement due to an exceptional girl named Kate. Kate Meisner is 6 years old and she enjoys smiling and Star Wars. She lives in a small town of Elmira with her mother Kelly, her father Jeremy, and her big brother Jamie. Kate is as happy as could be, and she really does know how to show it.
Tell me just a little bit more about Kate.
Kate is very happy and energetic. I know you're very excited, aren't you?
However, her happy demeanor isn't all it's cracked up to be sometimes. Kate has Angelman syndrome, which according to the Canadian Angelman Syndrome Society is a neurogenetic disorder characterized by intellectual and developmental delay, sleep disturbances, seizures, jerky movements, frequent laughter or smiling, and a happy demeanor. Some Angelman kids suffer multiple seizures a day, which makes it almost impossible to go about everyday activities. Angelman syndrome is rare, affecting an estimated 1 in 12,000 to 20,000 people.
She seemed, when she was very young, she wasn't a very good sleeper as a baby, were you?
An effective Angelman syndrome is sleeping disorders, which Kate shows that with enough sleep comes a good day ahead.
We're very particular in making sure that her daily life doesn't involve seizures, because then if she's getting good sleep and she's seizure free, she's like this. She's ready and willing to learn and tackle her day.
With a balanced schedule, Kate is able to go to her local elementary school and mingle with the other children around town.
She's in a regular grade 1 classroom, and it's been really cool. It's the school right beside the playground, and it's been really great because she's learning so much by being around her typical peers, and they're learning a lot too.
She just loves it. She loves to do what the other kids are doing. When I watched her at the playground, I watched her doing the kids going down the rollers, because she didn't walk at first. She crawled, but she would crawl all the way up, crawl to that slide, turn around and slide down, and kept on doing it over until she saw other kids, and then she got up on her feet and started walking more.
Formed in 2012, Kate's Cause, a non-for-profit organization, was created for Kate by her mother to help get a not-so-known disease out there.
We started off just kind of like as a fundraising group, really, with an idea to build a accessible playground, so that we figured we wanted Kate to be included in all aspects of her life, education being a big one, but in community life as well. We figured if she was brought out and had the opportunity to play with her age-appropriate peers, then they would they would just know her that way.
People come from miles riding their bikes just to get there, that everybody knows her.
Angelman syndrome is the deletion of one gene, chromosome 15 to be exact, that adheres to the speech. Instead of talking, Kate uses her body to communicate and also has a device called a pod.
So this is like this is kind of the main branching page that you can branch from. So the whole idea, and we have a light tech version of it too, where it's paper, basically laminated paper. The whole idea is to just kind of get started with what you want to say.
The pod, or what Kate likes to call her talker, is built into an iPad, which she carries around to communicate with others. Instead of just giving Kate words, it gives her the basics to make sentences, which will help her get her message across more clearly.
And that's really what the training has been for people with intellectual disability, is give them 2 choices. Do you want ice cream or banana? And well, what if she wants strawberries? That's the whole idea, is that we want to give them robust language so they can tell us exactly what they need and want and think. And just like she's learned how to walk when they said she probably wouldn't walk, we figure we can get her to talk on her talker, even if it takes years. And a kiss, thank you. And dancing. Yeah, are you dancing? Yeah. We envision a seizure-free life if we can, and that would make her life very functional. We also envision as much independence as she can get and as much as she wants. We would like her to decide.
It was sad that we found out, because again, you know of others, but you just don't know it's going to be with your family.
Angelman syndrome may have the natural ability to put a smile on your face, but for Kate, it's not always her disease that makes her smile.
I think it's a lot of Kate's personality. She doesn't seem excessively happy. She's just an easygoing, laid-back girl. She's like her dad that way, and I think that's who she would be with or without Angelman. So while Angelman is what she has, it's not who she is. Yeah.
Through all the obstacles she has faced and all the support she has been given, it is no wonder that Kate Meisner is the girl that can't and won't stop smiling.
Next up in our health and fitness segment, I learned how to do a super easy leg and glute strengthening exercise and make some healthy, no-bake energy bites.
Welcome to Spoke Talks Health and Fitness with personal trainer Josh Bauer. This week, Lindsay Griesbach learns how to do a wall sit and teaches you how to make a simple, tasty treat.
Hey, I'm here with personal trainer Josh Bauer, and today he's going to show me how to do a wall sit. So Josh, how are we going to go about that today?
All right, so what we're going to do is you're going to put your back against the wall, bring your feet about a foot off the wall, and just slowly dropping your bum down till your knees hit about a 90-degree angle, just like so. And you can time this for about anywhere between 5 to 30 seconds, but until you feel discomfort, you can raise up.
That was great, Josh. Thank you. So what are some of the benefits of doing a wall sit?
Some of the benefits include increasing muscular strength and endurance, especially in the quads and the glutes. So it's a very good exercise.
Hi. Today I'll be showing you how to make no-bake energy bites. For this recipe, we used rolled oats, mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, flax seeds, a peanut butter of your choice, honey, and vanilla extract. First, grind half a cup of flax seeds in a blender or food processor. Then, combine 1 cup of rolled oats, the ground flax seeds, half a cup of peanut butter, 1/3 of a cup of honey, the teaspoon of vanilla extract, and half a cup of chocolate chips. When all mixed up, start to roll your mixture into tiny balls. Place on a sprayed cooking sheet or a plate and put in the freezer for about an hour. When the balls are set, take out of the freezer, snack, and enjoy.
As the school year comes to an end, Conestoga Students Incorporated hosted a free barbecue for students on March 30th. SpokeTV's Alex Spears grabbed some grub and chatted with barbecue goers and organizers.
Conestoga College's Dune campus held its annual year-end barbecue last week. The event had a great turnout as students lined up to get their food. Funded by CSI, barbecues were held at the Waterloo and Guelph campuses as well. Second-year early childhood education student Mackenzie Moore said it was nice to get a meal without having to open her wallet.
So this is great because food can be expensive, and as a student we're probably all hurting for money. It's the end of the year, so if you don't have a job, probably a little bit poor, but it's food. It's exciting.
Moore added that with the end of the year and exams fast approaching, it's nice to get a break from studying, even if just for a short time. The barbecue was promoted on the CSI website, and posters were put up throughout the school. Zach Dodge of Conestoga Students Inc. said that a barbecue is a great way for CSI to help students get outside and enjoy the sunshine and warm weather. Also, it's not a bad way to end the school year.
It's the best way to celebrate the end of a good year, man. Free food, sunshine. It's a perfect thing. It's kind of a nice way to celebrate our Free Food Friday events and our food support service that we do year round. Just, get outside and enjoy the sun. But I'd say it's about steady as every year. We normally go till about 2 o'clock every day with a full line, and it hasn't let down today. So
the burgers are cooking, the students are hungry, and this year's year-end barbecue is deemed a success. For SpokeTV, I'm Alex Spears.
Thanks, Alex. Uptown Gallery in Waterloo showcases local art in exhibits that are open to the public. SpokeTV's Carmen Ponciano gives us an inside look at the art pieces currently on display.
A unique art exhibition is taking place in Uptown Waterloo, one that doesn't hold back from putting the spotlight on local talent. Mary Lou Hillard, the current chair of the Uptown Gallery, says that there was a theme that the artists had to work with.
So this time, Quotation Inspiration was the title, and the idea was that artists would make their works suit or illustrate quotation of their own choosing. Now, quite a few of the artists in here have also put quotations with their work. So in addition to looking at the paintings, there's some reading to be done in order to appreciate what's going on here.
And among some of those local artists is Valerie O'Flynn, whose work reflects both the beauty and hardship of current events.
I've often been inspired by the things going on in the world around me, and often in reaction to articles in the newspaper or poems or lyrics. Ever since I was younger, I was inspired by music lyrics and poetry, and I've always, whenever I hear anything, have a visual response, an internal visual response.
And despite all the construction going on, it hasn't stopped the community from showing their support. The exhibition runs until May 15th. For SpokeTV, I'm Carmen Ponciano.
So those energy bites look pretty great.
Oh, they were delicious and super easy to make. I'll give you the recipe.
Sounds good.
That's all we have for you this week. For SpokeTV from Conestoga College, I'm Lindsay Griesbach.
And I'm Sarah McKeever. For more news and information, visit spoketv.ca.